Hey people, it's Jen. I hope everyone is good. Welcome for the new ones. Welcome back to the others. I'm Jen. I'm an empath. I'm 38 years old and I feel everything. And it's kind of been a problem all my life because I didn't know I was an empath. And I learned this not too long ago, like a few years ago. I started awakening a long time ago though, and all of this was really hard on me. In this society we live in, I've been, called crazy. Doctors would be like, you need antidepressants, this and that. Anyway, that was just a short introduction. I'm being pushed to do this video. I'm not sure what it's going to be about. I'm channeling it as we go. They've been pushing it on me since this morning because a lot of changes are in progress, are incoming. And I'm sure a lot of you are feeling all of this, probably not knowing what's going on. I don't know myself what's going on. I know a part of it, which I'm going to talk about. But for the rest, I don't know what's coming. I cannot tell the future. And because of the law of free will, you know, I'm not into getting timelines and time frames and this and that. I don't do cards. I don't do astrology, even though I'm starting to be very pushed into that because, what I'm feeling is all those changes and I'm being pushed to learn about it a bit more so I could be maybe more accurate. I don't know, but I'm gonna look into it further in the coming days, I'm assuming. Um, in a video or two ago, I shared a vision that was shown to me about the divine masculine being schooled. I'm going to talk about this vision, but because they're showing me other stuff. Um, so basically, I think it was 3 weeks ago or something like that. Um, I've been shown the divine masculine in school, sitting in chairs, in rows, just like in the classroom, and the divine father was like pushing them and teaching them to awaken and to like move forward, to do the work and to move forward. So it's really important that the feminine, divine feminine, does the work as well, because if she doesn't do it, it's not going to balance out. It's the law of cause and effect. For every equal action there's an equal let me start over with that. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? So if you don't do the work, your masculine won't be able to move forward. Therefore, you won't be able to move forward even though you want to. That's how it works. So, yes, it sucks at times, but it's beautiful. On the higher perspective of things, it's really amazing because we're all one. We're all one. So, a better you for a better planet, right? You want to be in a better world, you need to be a better you to begin with. Then it's going to start changing in your surroundings and in your, on your outside world. So, back to the divine masculine. Probably many of you have been purging a little bit lately in the past days, maybe past weeks even. I have. And mind you, like I said many times before, I started awakening a long time ago, like more than a decade ago. I had a lot to purge, a lot to heal. I'm not completely done healing. I don't think you're ever done healing because life goes on, stuff happens, stuff comes back, come up, and you're like, what is this? I thought I was done, but guess what? You're not. And, as you go through your business on a day-to-day life, stuff will happen to you. So you're not done healing ever. I think that when you're done, that's when you move on to the other side. So it's really important to embrace this and to realize this because you're never done. It's a work in progress, just like the grass never stops growing. nor should you. I've said that before, but I'm being pushed to say it again. Um, so yeah, I'm not done healing, and I'm working on this very seriously. I'm doing my work, and I've been asked a few questions on meditation by a few different people. I want to talk about this, and then I will go back to the divine masculine. Not medication. No, meditation. Meditation is a very excellent, good way to release or to get some answers. It might not be your thing though. And meditation is not necessarily sitting down in the lotus pose doing some mudras with your hands and going, you know, someplace in your mind to get answers. Meditation can be a lot of different things. Sometimes I'm so stressed out or so like caught up in the 3D that I cannot sit down and quiet my mind to meditate. Yes, it happens. And I find other ways to meditate. For me, dancing is an excellent way of doing so because it brings me to my center. So that's what meditation is all about, is being inside of you in your center so you can feel, see, hear, get messages, get answers, get, deep down. So for a long time as well, for like many, many years, my form of meditation was jogging. I would go out in the morning as soon as I wake up, go jog, go run some stairs and jog, and then come back and go to work. On top of this, would meditate. I was doing a special form of meditation called Zazen, and it's like one of the hardest to do. And this is when I started awakening, or not really started, but this is when I realized I was awakening, because a lot of people start awakening and they don't know about it. And it's totally normal if you ask me, because this stuff, we don't talk about it enough. So that's why I'm doing these videos, because I don't want to feel alone. I don't want to, it's hard enough in my 3D life to find people to talk about this, that, I want to share what I know. I want to share my experience because I want to meet my soul family. I want to talk, exchange, share, and help people as much as I can. So if you want to talk, chat, ask questions, please put a comment or reach out to me. My email is on my channel info. It will be my pleasure to answer you, really. So yeah, back to my meditation. So I would jog, and that would bring me some kind of meditation, and then I would do other stuff as well during the day. And I'm still that kind of person, but because of my back injury, I cannot run anymore, and I'm hoping I will one day. That's my goal. I can dance though, so I do dance because, through that physical release, you do release emotions, energies, and you transmute while you do that. So it's really important. As light workers, this is what we're here for. So we need to do it. And it helps you stay in love at all times. Let go of the lower vibrations, the gossips, the negative, all that stuff that is so heavy. Like, no, let it go and just be positive, stand in love. Even if someone, gets on your last nerves, sometimes it's hard to stay in love when they get on your last nerves. Well, it's either you say it, you address it, but sometimes they don't understand because their ego is too strong. So you stand in love in your heart. You just do whatever you need to do to be in that loving, caring, position with 4:44 right now. How sweet. I was sitting down and pushed to get up to look at the time. 4:44. Thank you, universe. How sweet is that? Power, synchronicities. So yeah, so some people are like so strong in their ego that they don't get the message through words. So you need to stand in love and do some magic, some alchemy, and transform those negative energies, or denser or lower, or energies into something lighter and positive. That's how you will attract people as well. But that's not the point. Back to the divine masculine, that vision of being in school, it's still going on right now. Some of them graduated for now because the work is not completely done. Some of them graduated for now. Some of them are taken back to the benches and being taught and being, shaken to like wake up, do the work. And for those of you, you will know if your twin has graduated, you will know through their higher self. That's what I've been shown this week. Like their higher self is going to become very present, like much more present than before. Messages will get so crystal clear. And for example, just to give you an example, my twin's higher self wouldn't let me sleep last night. Last week, he came to me and he said, last week he was like so present, like all the time there. And he, at one point, I was in meditation, he showed up and he was like, my twin, I have a surprise for you. You'll see next time we see each other, I have a surprise for you. Actually, he didn't say next time we see each other. He was just really excited saying, I have a surprise, I have a surprise, I have a surprise. And when I asked when, I didn't get a time frame. And that's just absolutely fine because I'm not into time frames. And then last night, he wouldn't let me sleep. He was like, no, you're not going to sleep before we have this conversation. First thing he says is, how did you like my surprise? And that surprise was, my twin is my physical healer. And it was just something that happened during the treatment, something that should have happened a long time ago, but it didn't because purging is hard because I have a lot of healing to do and those emotions were getting in the way, I guess. I'm not sure how to explain it really, but that's how I would put it for now. And we reach a point where things are going to change, and that's my experience. And I know it's a lot of your experience as well, because people are talking to me about it. So I know. So we had a conversation. It lasted for a while, a few minutes, and it was so vivid. It was like he was there with me in my bed, talking, but actually we were in this other dimension, right? We were in the 5D. We were just sitting, talking, and having this really intimate conversation and exchange and sharing and deciding what we needed to do. So when you hear people talking about consult your team, this and that, this is one example. Your twin's higher self is part of your team. Your higher self is part of your team as well. And they know everything. They know the absolute truth. They know what's good for you, what's not, what you need to do. So when you find yourself stuck, because I know a lot of you have been feeling stuck lately, you need to sit down and you need to ask. Actually, sitting down is a figure of speech. You need to ask. You can be asking while doing anything, the dishes, driving, jogging, dancing, talking, eating, whatever. Just ask. It's as simple as going like this. Dear universe, ascended masters, archangels, spirit guides, divine father, divine mother, whichever or whoever you want to call upon, I please ask you to show me what I need to do to move forward next into, and then you state your issue. You're healing, you're this, you're that, and you finish your demand by saying that or better, so that you don't restrict yourself, that or better, thank you. And that's it. And then you may get the answer right away, or it may take a few hours, a few days, a few weeks. That goes into the synchronicities. You're going to get them through the messages, through your most powerful sense, through, whenever you're ready to get the answer. So That's why it's really important to do the work. So right now, I know that a lot of feminine twins are missing their male twins a whole lot. And they're wondering and they're asking themselves, why am I feeling this way? What is this? First of all, when the what is this shows up, that's a sign that it's not you. It's a sign that it's actually your twin that you're feeling, because twins are connected. They feel each other at all times. The unawakened one may not feel it as vividly, but they do. Trust me, they do. It's just that it's getting filtered out. Their higher self is feeling everything, but it's getting filtered out into their 3D physical body. As they do the work and as they move on and forward and as they heal and as they become more awakened, those filters will come out, off, will come off. Anyway, you know what I mean? They will go away. There you go. Those filters will go away, and they will feel more and more until you two get more aligned. That's the whole point of this path. And it's beautiful, even though sometimes it asks of you to hug the cactus a little bit, you know? So when the question, what the heck is this? Know that it's your twin. It's not you. So right now, a lot of female twins are missing the feminine twins are missing a whole lot their male twins, and that's normal. Like I said, the divine masculine is being worked on, is being pushed, and that's to go with all those April new energies and activations and templates that are coming up. Last year in April, huge activation was sent, and now like a second wave of this same activation is coming up. And that's what's going on. People are getting prepared. Even yourself, you might find that you're changing a whole lot. Your thoughts are changing. Your feelings are changing. Your habits and your behaviors are changing, right? I know it's happening to me. I'm changing, and I've been working on myself for a shitload of time. And I'm still like, what? There's still work to do. Like, how can I change more? Sure, I'm not perfect. That's not what I'm saying. But like, what? And it goes with unconditional love. I'm sorry to say, but I don't think that nobody on this planet really knows what unconditional love is. And be careful, don't go like freaking out. What I mean is, it is so deep, so amazingly deep, that when you're being shown another layer of it, you're like, oh my God, I did not think that could be possible. And I know that a lot of you have been like that for a while now, saying, I don't believe how much I love this person. I've never loved someone like this before in my life. Imagine when you've met your twin a while ago, like months or years ago, and you're into that. Like, I've been shown this week another layer of unconditional love, and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is so amazing. It feels like a dream. It feels like I'm in a movie. I never thought it would be possible to love and to admire someone like I love and I admire my twin. Because yes, I admire who he is. I admire everything he is. I admire what he does for a living, because he's truly standing in his soul mission. Even though sometimes I know he's feeling lost, but he's truly in his soul mission when it comes to his career. And I admire his heart, his soul, his essence. And you know what? That means I admire myself, because he's a mirror to me, right? So with me, my issues most of my life was loving myself, because I didn't get the proper love from my parents, from society. Like imagine growing up and having people telling you, because I knew all these things, because I was getting all these downloads and these templates, and I was so different than everyone. Everybody would be like, huh? Where are you coming from? Like, on what planet did you come from to be saying stuff like this, to be thinking this, to be seeing this? And you know what? That was like the biggest part of my healing, was to love myself and to accept that I was like this. It's still hard some days, when you're like confronted to people in their ego. It's really, really, really hard sometimes. And for those out there who say that they're done and they're so perfect, well, I'm sorry. I don't believe you, because we're still human. We're still going to get triggered, and we're going to be triggered for the rest of our lives. And that's the purpose of this, to push us on keeping up with the work. So that's my thoughts. That's how I see things in this moment. And yeah, so current energies are like this. We've had a new download of Unconditional Love. Divine Masculine is being pushed and really worked on for the upcoming templates in March, April, because everybody will receive them in a different timeline, because this is being delivered in stages, and that's the beauty of it, so that some people will be ahead because they're like in the first, second, third wave, whatever, and so that they can open up the path and help other people. And that brings me to say, be careful who you talk to, be careful who you share your stories with and your energy with, because a lot of people out there, a lot of them have like channels on YouTube, and they, they're, I don't want to say false teacher, but some of them are so not twins, so not, and they put this stuff out there, and it's like dangerous. I'm sorry, I don't want to use that word because I don't want to scare people, but use your intuition, use your guides to make sure that you're listening or reading the right things, because a lot of people just convince themselves that they are twins because, they met another twin and they started talking about it, and their ego made them convince themselves, and that's wrong. I'm sorry, that's wrong. But your intuition, if you follow your intuition, it will always point you in the right direction. So, and you will know, when something is off or feels off, it means something is off, just like when we say something is too good to be true. Well, it's probably too good to be true. If you look at the twin flame path, it looks too good to be true, but it's not, because it's hard. It's hard work. So like, that's how you know, right? So, and that goes with for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. That's a law. So like, yeah. So I think I'm done. Sorry for that awkward silence. Actually, it wasn't awkward. Silence is good. Silence is a good thing. I was just taking a moment to see if there's something else that I needed to talk about or that they wanted me to pass on. I don't think so. No, I'm getting the thumbs up. So that will be it for today. Thank you for listening, watching, subscribing, and liking. Please reach out. I love sharing with people, so do reach out, leave a comment, send me an email. I love it. That's not why I'm doing it though, but I love it. Like, I want to share. If I can help you, I will be so happy to help you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful rest of the week. Blessings, love and light to everyone. Ciao, ciao.